I yearn for days of old when games were simple and there was only one plumber on the block and one large gorilla. And my understanding of it, Adam Cook, is that Mario vs. Donkey Kong Tipping Stars is exactly that.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly is, in essence, quite a simple game. I mean, we're not able to talk about it in a review sense right now. This is just purely in a preview sense, you know?
Okay, in a preview sense. What is it in a preview sense?
It's a 2D platform game, basically. It's really difficult to describe. I mean, people see in this video. I mean, it's not often I get flummoxed, but it's quite difficult to describe because you have to. It gives you a screen and you can see the goal as such, and you've got to collect as many coins as you want because coins help you get a better score. And get to that exit by creating the route. So you can use like platforms. In some levels, you can use jump pads, and you place those, and you only have certain amounts of them. If you see what I mean.
Okay. So amounts of platforms to place.
Yeah, and so if there's say 6 places you could put a platform. If you put 2 of them down, you won't have enough left to put the other 3. So in some levels, you have to quickly take them away and put them back, and basically. It turns into like almost a quickfire puzzle because you know that to get all the coins and the extra coin, the special coin thing, you have to kind of do the puzzle on the fly. So whereas like the really simple levels at the start, you can just like lay out the platforms, click, you hit the Marios and they go. Then easy, no worry. Just watch. You basically watch the level complete itself because you've set the route out. Mm-hmm. But as you get more complex, you do have to sort of do them on the fly. You know.
Right. Okay. I believe this is a cross-buy game.
Yeah.
I want to say it's Nintendo's first.
Yeah, I think
have
so.
you been in a preview sense? Have you been playing this on the 3DS in a preview sense, or on the Wii U in a preview sense, or
right,
both?
I'm playing on the Wii U, and Sean's reviewing the game on the 3DS. It's the same game, but basically, yeah, like any other cross-buy, you buy it once, you get it the other one. I think it's eShop only in the Europe, so I don't know how much it is. I don't think it will be a full price title. Let's put it that way. It seems okay, but
does it just seem like kind of something you're going to play for 5 or 10 minutes and then maybe put it down and pick it up again later?
It's one of those games where I reckon it will probably be more at home on the 3DS because it's a puzzle game, and the Wii U, like, you know, you think of like Mario games on the Wii U and you think of this glorious HD stuff, and it looks good. Like you're seeing it, but what you're seeing in the video if you're watching it is the top screen, as it were.
Right.
So you're seeing the TV screen, whereas the game is actually played on the gamepad. You know, you get the stylus, you point at things, you drag. That's where you play the game. And
so your eyes are basically not looking at the lovely HDness.
Not at all. Not at all. I mean,
the muddy gamepad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It looks nice on the gamepad. Let's not pretend it doesn't. It's just you're not seeing. It's one of those that's good. You know, you can imagine your whole family or a group of friends sat around as you play it, and you're playing it, but they're because also on the bigger levels you can move the camera so you can see the because it's an up and a down, if you will, like it's a larger screen. On the TV, they see the whole picture, so they see the whole level, and whereas you can only. So it's quite cool because I guess people could point out like, oh yeah, you need to do that because they've got a bigger picture of it, and you can look up at that. Of course you can. You can use your eyes, but it just feels like a game I think will be better on the 3DS, which is not to say it's bad because it's not at all. But it's a long-running series, Mario vs Donkey Kong. Really, I mean it's kind of cutesy. You know, Mario's got like I think what was it? I think the last one I played was March of the Minis on DS, and it's. I mean, I'm not finished this, if you know what I mean. I've only played the first couple of worlds, so I can't say how much different it gets. But on this showing, it's just one of those really fun little puzzle games, you know. But it's one of those. It's like, what more do you say about it in terms of? It's the characters are cute. It's got that Nintendo shine. It's got the Nintendo. Yeah. All right. People probably bored of hearing this, but it's got the Nintendo charm because all their stuff does. You know.
Yeah. Like as you say, it sounds very similar to previous incarnations of the series. Like, I mean, it's just kind of looking here, like the first one was in 2004.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I find this interesting that it's not retail, because just recently Nintendo have been doing things a bit like that, where there's been I think it was Kirby's Triple, I can't remember the name of the game, but they took bits out of that game and released them as like standalone eShop games, and they seem to have been going a little bit more at that, you know, that area.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it is 2015 after all.
Absolutely, and you know, again, this is a fun game, and it's one that, you know, you can share with your kids. You know, if you, for me, like my wife will probably play this. It seems decent. Like I said, not far enough in it to give any kind of judgment. And again, this is preview, really. So, yeah, it's just, I mean, it's difficult, because if you've played a Mario vs Donkey Kong game before, you do very much know what to expect from this. You know.
Like, is there much of a difference between this and...
I can't remember.
Okay.
It's been so long. I mean, that the last one I played was a DS game, not a 3DS game.
Right, yeah. But
I can't remember. I really can't.
That's no problem. That's okay. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like, in a preview sense, it sounds like something that people who enjoy the Mario vs Donkey Kong games would possibly enjoy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's got the Nintendo charm, you know, and the shine and the sheen. It's all those buzzwords that, you know, people are probably tired of hearing, but they're, you know, I know it's the old saying.
Polish is another one.
Polish, yeah, but it's
all cleaning related, actually.
It is,
about sheen, shine, polish.
It's the old thing, isn't it? The old saying that cliches are cliches because they're true. You know, and that's kind of what this is, and this is more Mario vs Donkey Kong. It could get outlandish and crazy as I go on. I don't know. You know, you'll find out.
Hopefully, it turns into something very, very gritty.
No, I hope not. That would ruin it. I mean, it's. You'll hear, hopefully, and if you're listening carefully, you'll hear some of the Nintendo the voices. You know, like just the Mario, it's a me, Mario kind of stuff. You know, that sort of stuff is all present and correct, and it, you know, I don't know how you can not enjoy that.
Can you do an impression of Donkey Kong? That sounds like a klaxon from a game show rather than a big gorilla.
Right. I mean, the only disappointment so far is that Waluigi's not in it. Waluigi! I like Waluigi. Who doesn't, really?
Many people don't, actually.
Why?
Because he's a bit of a fucking
he's
bollocks.
Not. Waluigi time!
He is. He's. There's nothing to Waluigi. He's just...
Nothing to any of them, mate. Come off it. If you're going to label that argument a Waluigi, then I'm sorry. This is going to be a very long video, because if you're... I'm sorry. No, I'm not having that. There's nothing to any of them. They're just... I mean, he's an Italian... Sort of an Italian plumber who lives in the mushroom...
Sort of. He is an Italian plumber.
He doesn't do any plumbing. He just goes down
How
pipes.
do you know when the cameras aren't rolling?
Well, I can only go...
Mario might be doing foxes all over the place, all over the Mushroom Kingdom.
I can only... okay, that's the thing. He's an Italian plumber who goes down pipes in the Mushroom Kingdom to save a princess who is up against a giant dinosaur-type thing who has really weird... You cannot go, Waluigi! It means nothing when, like... Come on. Come on. No.
And with that, I suppose we should ask you to subscribe to all of the things that you can do and go to the website and whatever. Goodbye.